Hello, pig farmers and pig lovers. Welcome once again to Edovasal Pig Farm. Daniel ACG, founder of Edovasal Pig Farm, Enugu. Today I shall talk about my love for pigs. As we all know that I'm a pig farmer. Primarily, I don't do it because of the money. I do it because of my love for the animals and the money, of course. But pigs are some of the smartest domestic animals, maybe even smarter than dogs. Pigs might not be gifted with a great eyesight, even though uh, they can see objects or things close to them up to 360 degrees. They can see 360 degrees. So if you stand directly at the back of a pig, like the pigtail, uh, that's the part we call the blind spot. The blind spot. And when you are trying to control a pig or make it move to a direction you want to, as much as possible, avoid standing at the especially if you don't want the pig to be looking back. You want to avoid standing at that blind spot that's directly behind the tail, because if you stand at the blind spot, the pig, instead of moving forward, the pig will be looking back to see what you are trying to do. But if you are moving a pig, you want to stand just behind the pig, but still within that 360 degrees, so that with the ears, you will see, while you are at the back, the pig ear will be pointed towards you. And that's because they use their ears to also see, you know. They use their ear to also see. See, the pig ear will be pointed towards you. What is just looking at you, trying to understand what you are doing behind him. But standing at that blind spot will make the pig always look back. And if the pig is always looking back, you're not going to make any headway. You understand? So, and that's why when moving a pig, you just create a kind of runway passage, you know. But along the way, the pig will, if it encounters something new, you will see that the pig will stop to smell. So just be patient with the pig, you know. So that's one of the things I love about pigs, you know, that ability to see 360 degrees. And if you have been in your farm, maybe when they are scared, you know, when they are alert, you see that their ears will all be pointed out. You understand? Because they use both their eyes and their ears to see to see objects around them 360 degrees, you know. So aside that they don't really have a great eyesight, which means they cannot really see very far. You know, someone that can see 360 degrees, you can't expect him to also see far, you know. But even though they can't see very far, you know, they use their sense of smell to make to see things and sense things that are far off, you know. Also, pigs make their own uh, um, they make use of their nose to find food and other things, just like I said before. Now, pigs are the perfect example of why we should never make assumptions. You know, pigs may look dirty and unhealthy, but they are more than what meets the eyes. People have interesting things to say about pigs, and not just pork related. According to some, pigs help us. Some say pigs are dangerous, especially some of the students that have come to my farm for training, especially the female ones. You see them scared. Some say it's because of the size of the pig. Some say it's dangerous. Some say they have heard that pigs eat people. You know, a lot of people have many things to say about pigs. Others just use the word as a slur to degrade someone. You know, they say pigs are dirty. But pigs are smart little creatures. They just need love. They just need love. You can even, although some farms do it, but I don't really have time for that. Although in my farm I only have two favorite pigs I gave a name. One is golden girl, the other one is brown girl. You understand? So these are just the two females we started. We are using now to multiply our Camrock breeds. So just the way I love them and the kind of children they give to me, I gave them names. One was a golden girl, the other one is a brown girl. So, but apart from those two, the over 100 pigs in my farm, I don't have any name for them. So, but some farms do give their pigs name, and it's cute. You call them, they answer. And pigs are even at 3 weeks. If you give them a name when they are born, or about when they are up to 3 weeks, they will know their names. Even if they are 20 in a pen, and you give all of them names, the only issue there will now be it works faster if they are in a smaller group, you know but it will be an issue if there are so many you trying to, because you have to be repeating those names to them every day. And if you can do that, by 3 weeks they already know their names. So it's some of the things I really love about these smart little creatures. Also, pigs prefer to wallow in a clean mud or clean water, but if nothing else is available, you see them frequently wallowing in their own urine or even in their poo-poo. And this gives a right to the notion that pigs are dirty animals, but that's not true. If you provide them clean water or mud, clean mud, you see they wallow in it instead of their urine or poo-poo. But just like we all know, pigs don't sweat. So because they don't sweat, and they tend to cool off during a hot day, or after doing some kind exercise, maybe after fighting, they want to cool off the heat. So if you provide clean water, they will just go inside the water. If you provide clean mud, they will just, for those that are in free range, they will go into the clean mud. But if you don't provide any of this, you see them wallowing in their own urine, especially if your room is not slopey enough that excess water goes out. You see them wallowing in their own urine, their own poo-poo, and that makes people think that pigs are dirty. But naturally, pigs don't want to dirty themselves, and that's why any little opportunity they get, they enter the water, have their baths. All right. Um, uh, Once again, if you need any of our product, we have a lot of them. The investments, you can invest in our farm, but like I said earlier, there are two ways you can invest in a Edovasal pig farm. One is you can own a female pig. The other one is you can invest cash. But owning a female pig option is now out. We have enough investors already, unless we later in the future will expand our farms, create more rooms. But for now, it's closed. The only option available is investing cash, and any amount you invest in our farm, every month you get 5% interest, and you can invest for 6 months or for 1 year. For 6 months you get an interest of 30% on your money. For 12 months you get an interest of 60% on your money. So what do we use your money to do? We are into or the whole cycle of pig production. We produce porks. We slaughter porks and sell to direct consumers. We produce pork feed. We are into the whole production cycle. We are not just raising pork and selling to butcher. We are into the whole process. So we use your money to purchase feed for our animals. We use your money to purchase live pork for butchering, for slaughter. We use your money to produce some of these pig products, pig feed, pig supplements, pig syrups and tonics. We use your money to produce those things. And finally, piglet cholesterol, which is our latest product. We use your money to produce all those things, market and sell. And at 6 months, you get your money plus your interest. At 12 months, you get your money plus interest. But you can't invest for more than 1 year, so that we can be able to manage the income and investment capital coming in. We have a specific amount we used to accept. Once it gets that amount, we stop. When we pay off those previous investors, we create more slots. So that's how we have been running it for over 2 years now. So you can invest with us. Apart from that, all these items I've mentioned, we have them. A big feed, economic feed that will help you double your money, you know, have a profit after raising your pork. The concentrate, the supplement, feed efficiency syrup, all these things we have them, and they are, if you want to know more about them and their price list, you can just check at our product catalog that is attached to this blog post. So till next time, I'll come your way. I remain Mr. Daniel Eze, the founder of Edovasal Pig Farm Enugu, saying God bless you.